Okay, are we on Facebook now?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Ụtụtụ ọma
Can be
ụmụ Chineke.
monitoring.
Huh?
Sorry, so that we can be monitoring the Facebook. So,
No, we are on live, Sister Augusta.
okay, good.
Ụtụtụ ọma ụmụ Chineke nna hụrụ n'anya, ụmụ ndị eji eme ọnụ, ụmụ ndị gazuru ụwa niile na-eme ihe pụrụ iche, ụmụ ndị nke nọ n'ihu dị struggle. We greet you guys this morning. Good day, Biafrans, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. My name is Mona Jim. I'm here in Houston. I'm not from Houston. I'm here in Houston, Texas. And I have my sister April. Sister April, please give them a shout out.
Good day, my people. Biafrans, non-Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. We're greeting you today. We're here again to have a wonderful interaction with you. Thank you for always coming on every Saturday. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Machinek. And then, of course, I have my wonderful sister, Augusta, in Richmond, Texas. Sister Augusta, please meet our people.
Yes, so good day, Biafrans all over the world and Biafrans everywhere, diaspora at home, every corner, and look at cranny. If you are for freedom, then you should be part of this struggle. We thank you every Saturday that you come out to listen to us. We are here to educate our people. We are here to make our people understand that, hey, Biafra, it's Biafra or Biafra. Thank you very much.
Watching Heke, you can say that again, man. It's definitely Biafra or Biafra. There's no doubt about that. Of course, I so much before we get started in anything, we usually call our God, our Maker, our Creator for Him to be close. So before we get started, we do want to thank Chukwukika Abiyama. And our prayer goes, dear Lord, as we face these uncertain times in our land, we ask you, Lord, to dwell amongst us. We are comforted by the knowledge that you alone are our Maker and our Redeemer and the ultimate master of our lives. We trust our land to your loving care. Send your spirit to touch the hearts of our people. Give them the wisdom to know what is right and the courage to do it. Give us your light and your truth to guide us in our ways so that we may seek your will in our lives and impart the word around us for your kingdom. Rock of Ages, you have endowed us with power, authority, and wealth to build a place of worship, a future for our children, a place that we will worship you once we restored our land. Therefore, Lord, we are asking for your intercession as we play our part in actualizing with this God's mandate. We acknowledge our leaders. We acknowledge all the hardcore Biafrans all over the world, working assiduously to ensure that this restoration project comes to fruition. So our topic today is time to be honest with ourselves. It's time to be honest with ourselves. Being honest with ourselves means seeing yourself clearly. And of course, what does that mean? It's genuinely challenging to come to an accurate perception of ourselves. Our perception of ourselves are informed by the stories that we have told over time. Those stories can be widely inaccurate, and also it can be unfortunately detrimental to our survival. We have a failed state called Nigeria that recently celebrated their 59 years of independence, which we know is 59 years of slavery. 59 years of slavery. What is independence? Independence. When one is independent, you are free from outside control. You control your destiny and your affairs, which is the freedom that God has planned for us. He knows the importance of freedom. That's why he gave us a free will. God never liked to impose his way upon men. And that's where you will hear him even tell a sinner, come and let's reason together. And that is why we are saying that any religion that teaches us to stop thinking and reasoning is not from God, because God made us a free thinker. Even when man sowed his greed for freedom. It took God 100 years of freedom to strategically plan for man's freedom and restoration. It was never God's will for a man to enslave another from generation to generation. That's why we always insist that Biafra restoration is a divine project. You have to be gullible and docile to remain in bondage or slavery. Your God-given brain is used well if you have a free mind, especially in this 21st century. There's absolutely no reason why anyone should remain in slavery. That means that African leaders who's continue to choose and leave our children in bondage are all agents of Lucifer. Therefore, the celebration of independence in any African country, as a matter of fact, while maintaining colonial boundaries, is an act of stupidity. No African nation should be celebrating independence until this current neo-colonial project is terminated. For world leaders to stand by and watch resources needed to take care of African children to have a better life is being taken away in the name of international trade, they should all cover their faces in shame. The hypocrisy, of course, is unimaginable. They are all child and children abusers. There's no freedom until freedom is totally achieved. For us to accept to celebrate the independence of a zoological republic while we are wearing chains all over our neck means that we are worse than animal. Every day we see that we are still in a slave camp. Yet, we are still pretending like all is well. In our religion, we see slavery. In politics, we see slavery. In school educational system, we see slavery. Even in our marketplace, we see slavery. In our families and marriages, communities, we see slavery. Even in our traditional and cultural centers, slave mentality has taken over. It is sad. We must find a way to make it right, and we must make it right now. A lady once said that she would rather regret the things that she have done than to regret the things that she couldn't do. So we have a stake. We have a stake in this nation restoration. We all have a role to play. Everybody must come on board. My brothers and sisters, if you guys will forgive me, I think I messed up on our topic today. I am not sure why that is, but you can see it has something to do with the zoological republic. And it should be, our topic today is celebrating independence in the slave camp. I'm sorry, it's celebrating independence in the slave camp. So forgive me. But you can see where our topic is going, that we cannot continue to be in a country where we are slaves and we're telling ourselves that we are independent. If you come to America, you see what independence is all about. So we must get it right. We must get it right. Of course, Sister Augusta, there's so many ways that people can enslave themselves. Please, can you give us more insight?
Sure, Sister Muna. Sure, Sister Muna. One of the ways that we get ourselves enslaved is a self-inflicted type of slavery. And that is the worst kind. Is the worst kind of slavery, where you know that you are a slave and you just want to remain a slave. So that one is the worst kind. So, and that's the type of slavery that would make you keep celebrating independence even when you know you are not free. The Nigeria or the Zoo Republic just celebrated 59 years. And at 59 years, you are wondering, what has that country achieved? It has achieved next to nothing. It has even, gone down than it was probably in the last 59 years. It is worse. The situation is deplorable. The conditions are unimaginable. It is crazy. So how could we be celebrating something that doesn't make sense? So we shouldn't be celebrating that. People keep living in denial, pretending to be free. Hey, I'm free. Nigeria is independent, blah, blah, blah. Hoping that the more you fake it, that you would make it. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But that is so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate because freedom is not given. Freedom is actually taken. You understand? You have to tell your slave masters to leave you alone. If you don't, you remain a perpetual slave for life.
Absolutely.
So we need to understand this, that freedom and slavery, they are not together. You understand? You may feel that you are not a slave, but the truth about it is that you are still serving the Hausa Fulani oligarchy of that damnable zoological republic. So we all need to wake up. Freedom is taken only by those who are aware that they have been in slavery. Yes. Like if you're because one of the problems we are having is that some people don't even know that they're in slavery. They don't know. That's the worst kind, when you don't know. Because if you know, you may start figuring out how to get out of that condition. But if you don't know, then it's a terrible situation. There is hardly any help. that can be, and even help is rendered, but because you don't know that somebody is trying to free you. You know, some people don't understand. Our Onyendu is walking out there trying to free us, and some people are still backbiting him. And you start wondering, what happened to our DNA? Who changed it? What did we eat? What happened that we no longer think that we are slaves, even though we all live in posh houses and all what's not? So slavery has to be taken, and it will be taken by those that are aware that they are in slavery. Desperate enough to do it, they will take the freedom when the freedom comes. In other words, you have to first of all acknowledge that something is wrong, something is fundamentally wrong with you. Something is wrong with the way you live. Something is wrong with where you live. You understand? Something is wrong with the environment where you stay. If you don't understand that, then you have subdued yourself to that slavery that these people wanted to subdue you to in the first place. Like we see the Abad dustbin. You know, I keep bringing that up because for some reason, I don't know why, even though our Bible or whatever tells us that cleanliness is next to godliness. But you see that heap of trash, and people are eating and buying and selling on that heap of trash, and you are wondering what in the world happened to our system. Guess what? You'll be inhaling all kinds of gas. You'll be inhaling some kind of methane, and sometimes you won't even know that you're inhaling this dangerous gas. You would be inhaling some of these gases that there is no hospital to even help you out in the first place, because you're in a country where nothing functions. You're in a country where we have the road safety, they can't come and, or the waste management, they can't come and clear the waste. And you have forgotten that sometimes this waste can be turned into some kind of energy, mechanical, electrical energy, some kind of energy that could be generated to give you all light. But see, you are heaping it continually, forgetting, probably waiting for your governor that does not care about you, probably waiting for the system that wants you dead, that would rather pay 500,000 naira to have your head killed by a Fulani herdsman. So sometimes we all need to wake up. We don't even have to wait for them. Do environmental sanitation. Clean up your environment. Take out the trash. Try and separate the biodegradable ones from the non-biodegradable ones. Like the ones that you can burn versus the one that you can recycle. You understand? So our people really, really need to wake up. We have to break that addiction to methane gas, because that's what you're inhaling. You don't know you're inhaling that. If you don't understand what we're talking about, it's going to be so difficult to break into you. So I'm hoping that our people would listen, because what we are doing is eating trash. We are eating trash and we are assuming that since it does not affect me, blah, blah. But there are a lot of diseases that come with that trash. Cholera, dysentery, all kinds of, just name it. You understand? So we all have to wake up, because there's no point celebrating when you are enslaved. You can't be celebrating when you are a slave. It doesn't make sense. So we are just calling this a shot this morning that our people need to wake up and start doing the needful. Thank you, Sister Muna.
Absolutely. We must wake up and start doing the needful. Sister Uki, what are those things that help to sustain this slavery mentality, please?
Yes, a slavery mentality or state of being enslaved. You see, for you to be enslaved, or for your slave masters to enslave you, they need your cooperation. We, the people being enslaved, they need our cooperation. So the slave masters need us to cooperate with them for them to maintain the slavery status. Those that are bullies, they always look for those that are very docile, those that are docile enough to bully them or to enslave them. So whenever you notice that human beings have been enslaved, there is always a role that the other person that is at the receiving end, even in marriage, when you have an unhealthy relationship, either male or female, the other person that is on the receiving end has a role to play. Either you're too docile, or you are afraid, or you're too ignorant. There is something you're doing that is making this bully, this slave master, to continue to perpetuate the evil he or she is perpetrating against you. You see, in the world, we always have wicked people. The fact that we have wicked people in environment or in the world is not news to us. They will always. But if you can be strong and fearlessly mount resistance against their wickedness, they will eventually give up. Because one thing that these wicked people do is that they're actually cowards. They're not as strong as they present themselves. It's just that sometimes our ignorance and our ability to be afraid makes them to continue to do the evil they are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So realization and recognition of your deplorable condition is the first step to freedom. In other words, the day a slave realizes that he or she has been in bondage is the day his or her journey to freedom begins. So for you to continue to massage your slavery chains, you are in chains. But rather than think of how to remove it, you're massaging the chains and enjoying it and celebrating it and saying, oh, this is my slave chain. You're very wonderful. I like the color. They even gave me a pink color. The pink of the chains is pink. I mean, the color of the chain is pink. You're enjoying it. I really love this this color. This chain, at least my sister's own is black. The chain they put on my sister's own is black. My own is pink color. And I love color pink. And I'm enjoying the chain of slavery. No, because the color is pink. My dear, it's still a chain. Whether pink, black, red, slavery chain is chain. You have been chained. You are only denying that bondage. That means you're not ready to be free. Like my sister Augustus said, you are in slave camp, then you're celebrating independence. Does that make sense? Is that not the height of stupidity? So that means that so far African countries continue to allow those that steal their resources, give them aid, which my sister will call it free feel-good medicine. You know, somebody has taken all that belongs to you. From time to time, he will give you some feel-good medicine. He will give you some crops back. You say, hey, this nation gave us 1 billion. Hey, that nation gave us 1 million. Hey, they're very kind though. That time, they stole everything that belongs to you. They've been stealing from you since 400 years. And they're coming back to give you crumbs. And you're saying they're wonderful people. Have you seen the slave mentality? They are only giving you that for you to feel good. They're trying to massage your stupidity. And if you continue to live in denial, that means you're not ready to free yourself. It's time for us to be honest with ourselves and know that it doesn't make sense to celebrate freedom or independence while you're still bound in chains, in bondage, in poverty, in everything. What are you celebrating? What are you celebrating? No African nation to celebrate independence because we are all still bound. Thank you, Sister Mother.
My dear, it is so true. The worst part of it that we have people here. Somebody's phone is vibrating. Can you please mute your phone? The worst part of it that is that we have educated people here, people that God has strategically placed in America for a time like this. That he sent us here, like somebody will make a joke and say since 1939. Sent us here for the longest time for us to organize ourselves. So when this kind of situation presents itself, we will move and resolve the issues. What did we do? Because we are enslaved. We even went further to enslave the so-called Biafran Americans that we gave birth to, that they're serving the zoo country, planning to have Independence Day celebration here in Houston to celebrate their slave masters. These are the people that are hiding in a place that is not their country. A lot of them have been lying to themselves that they're going to retire, they will go home and they will turn around and come back because the environment is not conducive for their own living. What are we saying in essence? That every time we come out here on Saturdays to educate our people, to open up their mind, to encourage them to think, to understand that being educated does not remove slavery mentality. You had to be conscious of your being and remove that slave mentality from yourself. Because you could be speaking English, you could be clocking in and clocking out, getting your paycheck. But this here, if this thing does not change, if this does not change, you will be running in circles. You must give yourself the permission to change the way that you do stuff. You must ask yourself questions. Like my sister said, before you can begin to move in anything, you have to do an assessment and find out what is fundamentally wrong with us. Why are we not progressing like other people? Self-emancipation is therefore very crucial in what we're doing. Mental and spiritual sanitation precede environmental sanitation. We must clean out this place. You must guide your heart. You must guide this, because people think when they come into the house, they lock their doors and everything is closed. But you're exposed to media, you're exposed to gossip, you're exposed to propaganda. If you don't guide this, they will destroy it for you. And without this, we are going nowhere. We'll continue to lie to ourselves. We'll continue to be at the bottom of the food chain. We'll continue to be the joke of the whole international communities, because they know that we are not capable. We are not capable. Even though Chukwu Okike Abiyama has given us the tools to use and be capable, we chose not to use it because either we are selfish, it's always Ogen Kumeruo, it's time to get my own thing. As we are talking right now, some idiots that are hiding here in Houston invited Obiano that want to exchange the lives of our people for $500. I mean, 500 naira with a car. And they are in America. Our people pay attention. They are in America. They live in a land of freedom. But the same group of people that lives in the land of freedom are the people that will go and bring a man that said the life of a Biafran is worth $500, and they will be celebrating him, all because they want their own courts.
Well, 500,000 naira, not $500. $500, I don't even know the difference.
My dear, me and the Zoo Naira, which one concern me? I'm always confused about. And then when people who would like to help us look at the way that we're behaving, I remember speaking to a congressman, and the first thing he asked me, you guys can organize yourself. You can organize yourself. You live in a big house, big car, you can organize yourself. How many are you guys? Nobody knows. And we're talking about we need to clean up here. People want to use English. Equal has good English, you have to go and get dictionary to look at every word they speak. Okonara. Whereas on India can say India, your name is like this, but all they're smarter than you. They can't even speak English eloquently like most of us. But they can move the mountain with their Indian language. My sisters, we must do the needful. Sister Augusta, you know that people are deep trapped into this slavery mentality. What can we do to emancipate ourselves?
Yeah, there's a lot that we can do, Sister Muna, and thank you for all that. And the fact is that our people just have to wake up to reality. They have to wake up and smell the coffee and understand that, hey, this is the time. If not now, when? So that means that these right things, they cannot happen automatically. We know that. We know that they cannot happen instantly, but we still need to educate ourselves. Our people need to take responsibility to ensure that things are done in a proper way. If we start acknowledging within ourselves that, hey, we are not slaves anymore, it means that we have emancipated ourselves from mental slavery, which is the most important thing that we need to do. As you rightly said, one idiot is bringing in a group of idiots, actually. They're bringing in Obiano that is equating one human being to one cow. You understand? If these people were smart, they were like, hey, we know that you are a governor, but you're equating our people to one cow. It's true we have done this elaborate party that we want you to come and, man or whatever. But because of this, you're equating our one person to one cow. We can't allow you to come to this party anymore. For sensible people, that is what they will do. But no, our own sensibilities, how many degrees do we have? How many titles do we have to our names? How many doctor, whatever do we have attached to our names? That is what matters to every individual here, especially in this our own vicinity. So we have to do things properly. The world is more concerned with preserving animals. Yes, the Western world actually is more concerned in preserving animals that are going into extinction. Do you understand? They want to see dinosaurs or what have you, or a yellow elephant that is about to go into extinction. They want to go to every length to preserve that yellow elephant from going into extinction. But guess what? I'm just saying yellow elephant, you know what I mean? But guess what? We Africans, they don't even care if we are decimated. They don't care. They don't care if we are decimated. All they are after is, oh, let that decimation come and we will send Red Cross to come and give you a GMO food for you to survive. That's all they are all about. They will send charitable organization. They will send priests. They will send bishops and all what's not to come and hand over foods that naturally you wouldn't eat. Your body would not accept because of you are used to eating stuff that are natural. You understand? So that is what they're waiting for. So our people are about to be extinct and nobody's talking about it. So we should know that the Western world does not even care about us. And we have to start taking responsibility to ensure that we preserve our own people. What is called self-preservation. We need to start doing that. We'll take both steps to make that happen. And we're doing it already. All we need to do is to get more people to
come on board, yes.
To come on board, to get into because the wagon is about moving. So we need people to come in and be part of it. We will not sit down and accept EU, UN, OAU, etc., to declare Biafra for us. We're not going to sit down. Remember that freedom does not come in a platter of gold. You have to go there and take it as the gold that it is. And that is what we need to do. We have to take charge. We have to insist that this thing should happen. We have to be very, very diligent. We have to leave no stone unturned. We have to do all that because if we don't do all that, we will be relegating our duties to the background. And we are telling everybody to get on board. Everybody get on board and fight for the restoration of our motherland. It's very imperative that we do that because if anything happens with the America, for those of us living in America, if anything happens with the immigration status or immigration policies of America, it's going to affect you, whether you're a citizen or a naturalized citizen or even a born citizen. It's going to affect you as time goes on.
Right.
So we're telling our people to wake up and do the needful. Nothing is too big, nothing is too little. All hands must be on deck. Everyone needs to be honest by his or our own abilities. That is very, very crucial. Know what you can do. Know your capability. We have talked about this over and over on our radio show. We have talked about it over and over. Know your capability. What Sister Mona can do, me, I can't do. This woman doesn't sleep. I mean, I love sleeping. So, I mean, we are not, but she does it her own way. And I do it my own way. But the bottom line is that if you don't know our capabilities, then we'll be able to come together and bring it on the day, and everybody would be happier for it. So everybody needs to know his own ability and render to Biafra what he or she is capable of doing. It can't be like when our people stood by and watched General Ojukwu use his father's wealth to support the Biafra struggle. You know, a whole lot of our people went and put their money in the zoo bank. While Ojukwu brought out his entire father's wealth to fight for Biafra. At the end of the day, what happened?
20 pounds.
20 pounds each.
1 hour here and there.
Regardless of what you have in the bank, they added up 20 pounds each. If they had brought out all their resources to fight for Biafra, guess what? We would have gotten a long time ago. So that is why we are doing things differently, trying to wake up the sensitivity of our people, trying to sensitize our people to understand that this is very crucial. It's not that when Biafra comes, I won't be Biafra by myself. Sister Mona is not going to be Biafra by herself. Sister Ekwe is not going to be Biafra by herself. We will all be together. But the bottom line is that we have to put all our hands on deck to make this happen. At the end of the day, these guys lost their money in the zoo bank. So what are you doing with your money right now? How are you supporting this restoration? What are you doing to make things different? I'm having Nandikano, and I feel they have done a lot. Martin Nandikano has gone, oh my God, that man has gone too far in able to make a point so that our people will understand. Now, he wants us all to do our own bits. He wants us to do, he has said it over and over that if you know what would help to bring Biafra faster, go ahead and do it. He has said this over and over. And some people are still waiting, crossing their leg and waiting for Manzi to call them on the phone and say, hey,
and give them order.
I'm waiting for your order. Should I forward or should I move forward or should I stay? We're in freedom fighting. If you know what, if writing is how to write, write. If talking is what you know how to do, talk. If shouting, clapping, singing, whatever it is, if it is walking into the office of a congressman and talking to him, go ahead and do it because Master has given you the go ahead to get off Biafra. Don't wait for him to now tell you, do you say you are going to come? What time are you going? No, Master doesn't, because he is controlling over 88 countries of IPOB members all over the world. So do the needful. Do the needful. This is not when you sit back or you go on social media, you start typing, looking for only the other. It ain't gonna happen. Or you start clapping and hitting, We cannot continue like that. Not continue like that. Or once you start organizing New Year festival and bringing in contact idiots that are conniving with the Fulanis to kill us, that are selling our heads now for 500,000 or 4,000 naira. That's what they are selling our heads. Comparing, which is the same amount with the 180. And we are inviting them to come and eat yam in America that doesn't have ground to plant yam. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. We have to align with foreigners to prove to us that you are rich and well educated. That's what people do. They want to, hey, show off. That your show off, that will come. You won't even need that. When we get Biafra and you come and tell us that you are Dr. Genewa, we will say, you're not part of the struggle. Because that your title, when we needed it, you did not use it for the restoration.
You buried your talents.
You have to come out there and do it. And this is when you need to show us what you've got. Because what you've got, if it is going to get us Biafra, go ahead and do it. Stop sitting down waiting for order. It ain't gonna come. Mass is too busy to start calling you one by one and telling you to go ahead. Thank you, my sisters. Thank you, Sister Mona, Sister.
Absolutely, my sister. We keep lamenting that you should start at the neck of your wood. See at your neck of your wood, because the forest is vast, it's huge. So while you're waiting for Onyendu to kill himself, and after he have done all that he's done for us, because you're so selfish, my sister mentioned how there is war going on and people are hiding their money in the zoo bank. And Ojukwu was using his father's wealth to fund the one. You were hiding yours. Give me gun, bullet, this. You didn't come and bring it at good. If you didn't, Mr. Smart Man, you went and hid your money in the bank, asking Ojukwu to give him. Guess what? That your money ended up turning into 20 pounds. Guess who lost? You. Victory you don't have because you think need is smart. My people, we must change the attitude. We must change the attitude. Sister, please continue.
Yes, my sister, we need to change. You know what you mentioned about how people hiding their money in the zoo bank during the Biafra genocide reminds me of the parable of talents that Yeshua HaMashiach gave. He said somebody was given one talent. Rather than use it, he carried it and hid it under the ground. I say, yes, I know you are not, you are a man, so let's accusing Mecca, who gave him the $1. Rather than using the $1, the little you were giving, use it first now. No, he carried it and hid it under the ground. My gladness is that those that have 5 talents got 10. Those that have 10 talents got 20. So if you give your talent to for their own good. Because when you do the work of God, when you serve humanity, there is reward. Even the peace of mind that you get is enough reward.
Yes. Yes.
Is enough reward. Just the peace of mind that you are able to do something for humanity, not just your little self. And I tell people, I say, if all I'm working for in this life is just to make myself happy, then I wasted my talent.
Absolutely.
What do I need? How much do I eat in a day? When you work for humanity, when you work for others, then your dream and vision is bigger than you. That's when you know that you're working for Chukwu Kikabiama. But when your mind is so small, so little, you can't see beyond your nose. The only thing you can see is what is here. You're not seeing well. Your eye needs to be open. We are therefore calling on our people to learn, to begin to courageously live the life in our own terms. You know what you want. You know what is good. It's not time to be hypocritical. You know what is right. Just be courageous enough to stand up and do that right thing. That's what we're calling our people to do. Even when people doubt your abilities, don't doubt yourself. People may doubt you because you have people. They are so negative. They will never see anything positive in anything anybody's doing. All they do is doubt. Doubt. Even when that happens, do not doubt yourself. You know your abilities. Believe in yourself. Run with your passion. That passion that Chukwu Kikabiama has put in you. Run with it. No man can stop you. No woman, no spirit can stop you. Because Chukwu Kikabiama is the one that put the talent in you. He's the one that put the passion in you. And he says, run with it. So every obstacle on your way must be uprooted.
He said,
Chukwu Kikabiama is the one leading you. If he leads you to do anything for your people, stand up and do it. No man can stop you. America was built by Americans. And sadly, some stupid people are here enjoying what another person did. Enjoying other people's platform. The things that other people did. They're calling on you. Do something for your people. He's saying you're cowardly and hypocritically trying to stop people that are working for their nation. Spiritual reform is next to physical reform. We are asking for restoration of Biafra. You see it in the physical. But before the physical restoration of Biafra, it has to be spiritual restoration. Spiritual restoration of Biafrans will lead to spiritual restoration of Biafra. So you and I, we need to start reforming ourselves spiritually. Start from the spiritual realm because the spirit controls the physical. We want Biafra. Yes, we do. Everybody's shouting Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. But you, as a Biafran, you need to begin to reform your spirit man. Because your spirit man is what controls your physical. According to scriptures, law was given to us as a schoolmaster. I hear people, they say, hey, we must go back to law. We must go back to law. I agree with you. But you know what? The law was given because we are not mature. That's why people give us the law. It's guidance. Okay, since you don't have sense, since you're not mature, this is what you should do. Do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. He's a schoolmaster to continue to teach you until you get matured enough to know what is right and continue with it. The law is supposed to teach us how we ought to live in the society. It's a guidance. But if you continue to need the law, every day you need the law to come and tell you to do the right thing. It means that you have refused to grow up. You don't want to grow up. Like I said, the law is a schoolmaster. It will train you and help you to grow up so that you know the right things to do and the things to stay away from. But if the law has to come to you every day and say, do this, it means you have refused to grow up. Do you need the law to teach you, to tell you to honor your parents? Don't you know that your parents brought you into this world that you should come? now. That's why we honor them in our culture. We honor them because they occupy the land we are occupying now. Even when they lived, they destroyed it, like Okezibazu and Obiano, all those people destroying our land right now. If our forefathers destroyed us, we will not even see a land to live on. That's why we honor our ancestors. That's why we honor our forefathers. We tell them, thank you that you did not ruin the land before we came. Unlike the politicians that we have to do, corrupt people, that all they want to do is sell the land. But actually, like Mazonibe said the other time, they're not even, they're not part of us. They're strangers. Go and do their DNA. Because no man folk will sell the land. There's no that will wake up and start selling the land. No, if you are from the land, you see, there's this thing that inside you that wants to make you to preserve the land. It comes natural.
Yes.
You. But when you are ready to sell the land to foreigners, when you are ready to do video for us, BBC, you are doing video showing us that people are speaking English. Don't we speak English? Are we not British? The fact that we speak English doesn't mean that Britain will come and give us citizenship. So please stop deceiving yourself because we are not buying your deceit. That propaganda, we are not buying it. As I was saying, there is no son of the soil that will sell his people. There's no son of the soil that will sell his children. And that's what we're calling on mothers today. Mothers, please stop giving birth to us. Stop bringing strangers into the land. Do you know that even snakes select who impregnates her?
Mm-hmm.
Female snake, ordinary snake, select what sperm that will fertilize her egg. This is snake, not human being. Ordinary snake. It has common sense to know that every male is not a man. That is not anybody you see you will open your leg to and say, oh yeah, come and give me child for the next generation. Mother, we are calling on you, please, please. Monitor who gives birth to Biafrans. Please. We are tired of having all these strange children coming from where I don't know. Please. Monitor, check. Before you have a child, ask yourself, this man that wants to father my child, what is his character? Who is he? Is this because when he impregnates you, your children will resemble him?
Mm-hmm.
If he's a coward,
And prayer is not gonna save you from that one.
I'm telling you. If he's a lazy man, you give birth to lazy children. Women, please. The ball is on our court. Monitor who, in fact, some pregnancies, I don't know, I don't support abortion, but honestly, I don't know what to say. But let me not say anything against God. But just help us, I beg you. Help us to monitor who is giving birth to Biafrans. We are tired of having monkeys and baboons in our midst and calling them human beings. And tomorrow they will come and become your leader and start messing up. So let me go back to our spiritual reform. We don't need law to tell us not to cheat or steal from our brothers or our neighbors. You don't need law. You don't need anybody to be following you. You ought to know. Because anything that if they do to you, you won't like it. Why are you doing it to another person? The law is good, but the law is supposed to make you to grow spiritually. The law is telling you, do not lie against one another. You're supposed to learn it eventually. You know that I would like somebody to lie against me. Why do I want to do it to another person? It should not be a false witness or say what you're not sure of against your sister or your brother. It only means that you're a baby. You're not growing. You're not growing spiritually when you are doing that. You're not getting reformed spiritually. You're not prepared to enter Biafra land. It is important for us to begin to cleanse ourselves spiritually. Because like I said, spiritual controls physical. We need to cleanse ourselves. Just think, if they do this thing to me, Will I like it? If I won't like it, why am I doing it to my brother? Why am I doing it to my sister? You see, killing someone is not only when you kill them physically. You can kill somebody spiritually. And you are liable. You are guilty. Sadly, it is not everyone shouting Biafra, Biafra that means well for our people and for Biafra. But I know that we have enough good people that want Biafra restored. And these are the ones we are calling on. Please. We need to begin to reform ourselves spiritually. Remember, each Biafran has received talents and talents. Some have received 1, some 5, some 10. Like Sister Augustus said, work according to your ability. Whatever Chukwokika Biama has given to you, use it for Biafra nation. And learn to maintain your lane. Live within your capability. There's no need for unnecessary competition. Stay where you are. Do what Chukwokika has put in your spirit to do, no matter how small. I was telling someone, I said, when soldiers are fighting, even if the only thing you can do is to give them water, you have done something. You have done something because you have sustained them. We pray and hope that we will continue to learn from as we continue on this journey for freedom. No need to be a stumbling block to other people. Stay focused on your goal, which is Biafra. No matter your mindset, no matter how you see things, we have all agreed that we need to restore. Not inside Nigeria, because I see some slave lawyers. I heard, I saw, I read. They said they want Biafra inside Nigeria. I said, God Almighty, why do you not give some people common sense? What's the meaning of this? I said, please, can you just tell these people to go back to their law school and find where it's written that Biafra has to be a sovereign state? How do you put new wine in an old wine skin? Even your Bible told you that everything will be ruined. Common sense. You cannot put a new wine in an old wine skin. No. You will ruin everything. Please, we want Biafra outside the sea. Kingdom of God cannot be inside hellfire. The kingdom of God cannot be inside evil forest. Biafra is the kingdom of God we want to restore, and it will stand alone. That's what we are covenanted to do. That's the oath we took. That we will restore Biafra. We will do everything possible to restore Biafra. Every stumbling block on our road we will remove. You see, we don't want to be like Sudan. Because Sudan, they finish fighting the enemy and turn inside and start fighting themselves. No, we can't fight ourselves. Anybody that will make us to fight ourselves, to work them or prove that person.
He said,
we will fight the enemy and we will restore them. It's always cheaper and better to learn from other people's experiences and mistakes. Every Biafran, no matter how small, has a role to play in Biafra restoration. Every, and I mean every, even cripples. It's a crippled Biafran can sing for Biafra. That's a rule. Blind Biafran can sing for Biafra. That's a rule. Every Biafran has a role in Biafra restoration. And please, I beg you, do not be a stumbling block to any Biafran. The only thing you will do is check, is this Biafran genuine? Is he or she seeking what we are seeking? Like Jesus said, the disciples told him, he said, somebody else is preaching about you the other side. He said, is that person saying what we're saying? They said, yes. It's okay, then leave him alone. He said, but it's not in our camp. It doesn't belong to our camp. Jesus said, it doesn't matter. Yeshua HaMashiach that people are calling and saying they are following Jesus Christ. He said it doesn't matter. He said, leave that person alone. If he or she is talking about Chukwokika Biama and the kingdom of Chukwokika Biama, leave him alone. Let's continue what we're doing. It's time for us to stay focused, my people. It's time for us to do. You do what, like Mazen Nanukanu always say. If you know what to do, to bring Biafra from your own side, like Sister Mona will say, start from there. I will start from here. Then we will meet in the center. We are brothers and sisters. And we have talents. Biafrans have talents. And we are scattered all over the world. Anywhere you are, start restoring Biafra from there. Even if what you can do is to produce a t-shirt and call it Biafra, please go ahead. Go ahead. Super Biafra has given you the mandate. Go ahead and do it. Because we need to go home. Our children are dying. We are the daughters of the land. And we say we need to go home. Our children are dying. They will not continue to die. We are the ones that enter the balloon. You don't know what it takes to bring up the child. We know what it takes. We know what it takes. We go between life and death to bring up a single soul. And we don't want anybody to be lost anymore. Anything you have to do, do it. Biafra has to be restored now and completely. We are not taking partial restoration. Complete restoration. 100% restoration. Do your own part. Focus and faith what you're doing. Be honest and sincere about it. And do it very well. According to your ability. Let God come and bless us.
He doesn't have any choice than to bless us. This is a righteous cause. We are not asking for what does not belong to us. We are asking for what rightfully belongs to us. Our brother on Facebook, Ndukan Nabu, said there are different types of slavery, physical chain and psychological chain. Both of these slavery are still ongoing in Africa, even after their various independence from the British and European slave masters. It is very sad. Of course, Mazindoka, it is very sad. We continue to tell our people, we cannot tell ourselves that we belong to a democratic society. You know, people at the zoo still think they have a democratic process, whereas they are about to be Islamized. This is part of telling yourself the truth. We have to do a self-assessment. The good thing about the 21st century is that this information are online. Go to YouTube. Look at self-assessment from Harvard or whatever. Some of these, no, not that they are perfect, because they all have a crooked way that they're doing things, but at least we can say most people tend to use it. To start to begin to do that self-assessment, because we have lied to ourselves long enough. We have lied to ourselves. Please, before we continue, our call number, of course, is +1 281 643 7283, +1 281 643 7283, and our direct line is +1 774 3380942, 774 3380942. You can reach us on Messenger, Monachi Justice Biafra Opala, or you can reach us via Skype, Biafra Women Show on Skype. So all those information are on Facebook. You can reach us via those information. So calling, we are taking calls now. Our topic today again is celebrating independence in the slave camp. We have done too much damage to ourselves. We have done too much damage to our brain. That my prayer today is that my brothers and sisters will begin to receive some sense in trying to revisit all of these things that has plagued us all, or that have plagued us all along, for us to begin to remove them one by one. And it starts from here. Soul assessment, even though I call this self-assessment, it's actually soul assessment as well, so that we can begin to remove this junk they have put in our hearts. I was telling my sister the other day how much trauma we Biafrans have been through, how much trauma. Do you guys know that here in America, even if they have an accident, I'm telling you, I have never seen blood. Ask anybody that lived in this overseas, you will never see any dead body anywhere. You will never see blood. If there's an accident and a neck get cut off or whatever, they will cover the area, pick up the body, and the firefighter will come there and wash it off. You will never know there was an accident there. What is the American society doing? They are preserving the soul of their population. They have tried saving the soul of their people so that we don't keep doing all this trauma. And this is one of the reasons why we are pushing for this restoration project. We don't want things that are abnormal to become normal for our people. We don't want dead body to be like, oh yeah, there's a dead body there, and somebody will be on the other corner. We don't want people to live in a dirty, infested environment. I mean, who did this to us? Even growing up in the village, I know you're not even allowed to eat breakfast until you sweep the compound, gather everything, and go and burn it. At what point did we reduce ourselves to living as a pig? If you remember, if when we were growing up, nobody would eat pig because pig nearly dirty. But now we are the pig. And then when we are being called animals and baboons and monkeys, people will get highly offended, whereas you are. Whereas you are. My people, we have to get it right. Again, our callback number. Our call number is 281-643-7283. You can call in and chime in your 2 cents and your contribution. We have to make this right. We really have to make this right. So, Sis Augusta, continue. It looks like you have something to say.
Yes, I mean, as you rightly said, you said we have turned to pigs, and there's no question about it. I remember growing up, my mom would say, "Anna hearing no more." I think she keeps using that thing keeps hitting my. You mean that you have to sweep? You sweep the parlor, sweep the kitchen before you even make any. And yeah, you know, it's quite unfortunate that here in America where you live, everything is microwavable. At home, you have to really prepare the kitchen first. Clean, wash, dust before you start cooking. So what happened to us? What changed? Are we so Americanized, or are we so, I don't know, are we so westernized back at home that we now sit on dirt and eat? That I don't understand. Even if you're waiting for your governor or whatever to come and clean it up, what about your own health? Have you considered that? Does it matter to you to be healthy? Have you considered that? So for how long do you have to wait? So we are begging our people, go and clean up your surroundings. These governors have their own agenda. Their agenda is to help the Fulani to continue to Fulanize us. That's their agenda. And they are working towards it. So they don't care. They don't care what happens to you. Now you have to wake up and decide that this has to stop. Because if it does not stop, you are going to be the one that will be sick. You are the one that will have cholera. You are the one that will have dysentery. You are the one that will have a typhoid fever. You are the one that will have all kinds of conditions that are not that could be taken care of. Oh, I don't know long. Hey, I'm with typhoid. And I wonder if typhoid is that easy to contract.
It is in that environment.
So in that environment, it's just so easy. I mean, so just clean up. Let us clean up, Biko.
Thank you.
Clear our mental slavery first.
Yes, thank you so much. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Chinyere Apple. I'm calling from Houston, Texas, originally from in Abia province, in Biafra land. I like your topic today, Sister Mona James, Sister Queen, Sister Augusta. Thank you all for your input, your sacrifices. We really appreciate you. I want to use this opportunity to define what insanity is. Insanity is when you do the same wrong thing over and over again. That is what insanity is. Our people have been enslaved mentally to believe that they are doing the right thing, even though they know that whatever they are going through or whatever they're doing is wrong. They still want to believe they are going to be stagnant in the same position instead of moving forward. When you tell a Biafran that we need to move forward, we need a change, a positive change to liberate our mind, spirit, soul, and body, to liberate our generations, to liberate our children from this slavery, the slavery of killing, the slavery of salvation, the slavery of racism, tribalism, the slavery of religious encampment. They still want to sit down and still suffer and smiling at the same time. What are they celebrating? Nigeria independence. Is it that Nigeria has achieved what? Nothing positive. You know, I remember growing up in those days when Nigeria used to be at least, you know, a little bit better. But instead of it to improve and progress, it's going, you know, it's going backwards. Everything is dilapidated. And yet our people cannot see it. And yet our Biafrans are still sleeping. They are not proud of what they have. They are not proud of their culture. They are not proud of their heritage. They are not proud of their values. Wake up, people. This is the right time for us to be free. God man said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. That is what our other callers to contribute. But thank you for this wonderful topic, and thank you for everything you're doing. Let you go, continue to strengthen you all in the name of Yahweh Yeshua.
He said, watching Sister she always has a good insight about what we're doing. The sad part about all of this, at least she is a Biafran playing her role. We have our sisters and brothers that God strategically sent to America, so that when this topic for Biafra restoration comes up, they would have organized themselves and move and speak in one voice. What did we do? As we came here, we started chopping money. We started thanking God for our lives and posting ourselves in the Facebook. Picture. Thank God for my life. Thank God for my life. And Indians and Chinese are organizing themselves. They have the PAC unit. They have all these things again. If there's any problem in their country, they will speak and Congress will hear. What did our people do here? They started forming clubs. If they are not the chief of People's Club, they are chief of Uzurumado Club, they are chief of Yimba Club, Igwebike Club. This in the Banyere do zone we have to nothing. And we are the most educated foreigners in America. What did we have to show for it? Nothing. Who did this Alamajiri voodoo medicine? That at this point in our lives, that we are not organized where they can say that this group of people have a strong political bloc that can move and shake anything. Umuchineke, do you realize that with 2,000 votes here in America, you can decide Mogaga left, Mogaga right? Do you know who are here in America? None of them has any information about that. What had this weekend, the Kage Mehega Buru for restoration project, they will tell you the Hanagi Igwebike meeting. So that when they will die, Igwebike now will come and have a wakekeeping and give them $10,000. You think about the resources that our people are wasting. Going to party Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Raising money. And I'm now one platform where they literally raised $48,000 for a lady, Mamia Woronola. And you tell the same group of people, let's go and open bank. They will say, who approved this bank? Do you guys know that as we are speaking in India name is like this, Mahane with a bank. And we are making fun of them. Our head is steady. How they shake at least on our own. Nka is steady. But you never welcome. Pami?
Oh, Sister Muna, are you talking about in India, in the Chinese, in the South Korea, in the Vietnamese? They have that thing. They have this the Metro Bank.
It's so sad.
So they have everything. They have a political. The Jewish community. What are we even talking about? The Jewish community that we are supposedly supposed, to follow.
That's why Jewish community don't want you to say that you're a Jew. Because black people are stupid. Oh, hey man, I said, how would you? How awesome?
I'm telling you. So they have all these tags, and Onyendu has told us that, because I remember when he came to Atlanta, he told us, I asked that question, if I remember, yes. And he told us that, hey, we need to form, he asked us, how many are we in Texas? That was where he started from. And we're in the 100,000 count. And it was like, then why don't you have a political action pact that you can, sway the politics of America, either left or right? And our people were looking like a mumu. And you would think that immediately Onyendu said that would go into effect immediately. And for some reason, some people are sitting on top of it, waiting for Onyendu to call us. Then that part I told you all to form, have you formed it? You understand? Wasting our time.
My sister.
Sorry.
Sir, I said, how will they allow it to go where they're not seeing immediate? I mean, they're not able to think. You have to think well. Your brain has to work for you to know what is important. People have made effort in the past to do this thing, but some people start on this and brought it down. They will not move, and they will not allow others that can move.
Others to move.
Our people are dying.
Exactly. Exactly. And that is what baffles me. Because
Goodness.
if you don't know how to do it, and you know someone that has an idea or someone that knows how to do it. And this person has preferred solutions upon solutions and wherewithal, and even added these are our own money to that effect. And you're still sitting down and wanting only to tell you to go and form a pact. I mean, that doesn't make sense to me at all. How long do we have to? Because election is next year in America. The presidential election is next year in America. So by now, we should be pulling crowd because we are many here. Biafrans are
my sister, you have to have that self-assessment we're talking about.
You should be able to tell whoever is coming to position next year, hey, look, we are here. Come talk to us. And guess what? They will come and ask us, what do you want? And we'll tell them we want Biafra. And they will like, okay, done. It's not going to be automatic. It's not going to be like automatic like that. But the truth about it is that they will be able to listen to us. They will be able to go to Congress as Ted Kennedy went on behalf of Bangladesh. They will be able to go to Congress and talk about it. They will be able to talk to world leaders. Hey, these people are formidable people. Let them go. We will be able to have access. Probably our onion will be invited to come and talk to Congress. And there will be a floor for him to talk. And people are sitting down and trying to write Oyibo that me I cannot interpret. And I don't know, wasting our time. The time is no longer there. It's never too little too late. People are using what they have to stay here in America effectively. Do you know that it is only South Korea that has the monopoly to buy all these fake wigs that we wear? Do you know that they're the only ones since 1947 or so? They've had that monopoly. Even at every beauty store, it is owned by South Korea. If any Igbo person or any Biafran or any other country wants to go into that business, you have to go through them. They have the monopoly to sell wig and all what's not. And we are here, we don't have, the only monopoly we have is Friday, Saturday, Sunday party. That doesn't make, is this what we're leaving for our children? Is this what is the legacy that we are building? Is this the future that we're leaving for our kids? We don't have a say. Our kids will have issues, go to jail, and nobody will be able to talk on their behalf. But guess what? If we have this thing that makes sense, that makes somebody to hear us and listen to us, and we say, oh, this person was unlawfully detained, the vice president will be calling, hey, what is the jail number? That is how it works. It's like, hey, that is how it works. If you know how to play, you would be on the table. They will listen to you. They will call you before any policy is being changed or made. And in Biafran, we are most highly educated. We are in every Biafran family. I'm not making this up. If you don't see doctor title, you're kidding. Everybody's a doctor. Everybody's a lawyer. Everybody's a
yeah, but they are educated fools.
Educated. Everybody's a teacher. Everybody a professor. We have educated. Everybody's an engineer, and yet we can't use our brain. Do we just cram and go into exam and pass? So we've got to wake up because time is no longer on our side. Thank you so much, Sister Mona, Sister.
It is sad, my people. It is sad that some people don't understand the essence of time in what we are doing. They think this is about them. They think this is about position. They think this is about their leadership. They think this or whatever they are thinking. And the worst part of it, even though they think all of these things, they cannot convince their wife to join. They cannot convince their grown children to join. They cannot even come down. Some of them live an hour away from here. We are planning on demonstrating for Obiano. They are not even planning on coming down, but they are in charge of the affairs of our people. And we keep asking, how long are we going to be under this Jubri mentality? How long is Jubri? Will continue to tell our people to go left or to go right. Degree English, some idiot that doesn't know what he's doing. That doesn't, because education does not mean that you're smart. Okay, if you don't have common sense, you're done. He can ask us also English. When it's time to execute, just English, that's all you have to offer our people. But we mothers are saying no. We are no longer waiting for people now saying English to continue the affairs of our people. We are not waiting for our brothers and sisters to keep dying. Do you guys know that as we are speaking, No room na jail anywhere that nobody know of. The only way that's the only demanding DGM. Nobody knows. And this person can every day I call the chupu. Would somebody remember me? Will somebody come for me? Will somebody check on me? Nobody would. Mama yo haporonolo does not even have money to buy rice. Talk less of to say, okay, let me get money to find the private investigators to go and look for my son. Yeah, warrior. So now we've given birth to this one. Biafra inside Nigeria. You guys are giving birth to all of these boys and you're not making provision for their future. You think this is about you? Who here with the mothers? You will sleep with the children. You will sleep with the ones in between. Come to University of Houston here. A lot of them are hiding their children there. Do you know what they are doing? The so-called friends, Hana Country Club in Abuja, will come here and be sleeping with their children. I get an inside information. They are doing high-court prostitution to those criminals that think they will destroy zoo and come and hide their children here. Let me nama. Your children are prostituting here. Oh, that's why they don't want to live in any of your relatives' home. And you think they are safe. Do you see how we are going in circle? Now, then come here. We didn't come here. They don't come here. They all think they are Nigerians. But you're Nigerian. Magapo go once. Lies upon lies upon lies upon lies. And we're saying this is a situation for us to come and get things together, reassess things, put things in order. And some people are still having mental, I don't even know what to call the word, about what is needed to be done. Because you're comfortable. You sit in your apartment. Did you see what happened to our brothers and sisters in South Africa? What about Nkenahoganya? What about the ones that we didn't see? And some of us will comfortably go to bed at night. When they see what other people are doing to move things forward, they will come and destroy it because under the bridge, like my leader will say. We mothers are tired. We are calling on any mother, any woman, don't know any way of good conscience that feel that our sons, especially our sons, are we even talking about our daughters? That these useless men will destroy their womb from abortion and syphilis and all kinds of STDs. How they won't be able to give birth. They spend millions, fertility. I know a fertility problem in our land as Biafrans. If not that, Owerena is the prostitution capital of the world. If you want to eat, you must let them release that sperm with STD in it, with syphilis in it, with HIV in it. A sister was telling me that someone went to help the widows back home and wanted to do at least a baseline screening. Do you know that 80% of our widows that were screened with HIV? Why do they have HIV? Because for them to get any kind of help, somebody have to release a dirty sperm inside of them. And we're saying we no longer have time. We no longer have time for people to be calling names. We have a common enemy. They are called Fulanis. Instead of you to start work from your end of your neck of the wood, you will now come and destroy what somebody else has started while you're waiting for your union to give you an order. You haven't paid your monthly dues, though. You haven't paid to BI8 Foundation as soon as $1 for every member of your family. But when you see your brothers and sisters doing something, you will come and destroy it. We are using this opportunity to call people. If you can go out there and put Biafra air, please go ahead. Biafra vessels, Biafra luxurious bus, Biafra more. Biafra anything, like my sister Augusta said, we have to declare this Biafra by ourselves. In the international community, how onye do anyị leader here get giant? Okwaya ha na-eme na America here. Ha get giant ha lachi back na-eme ihe ha na-eme. We have to tell them we don't want to be enslaved anymore. No go. 100 years of sucking resources in one land is enough. Our boys have died long enough. They will reach the age of marriage. They will not have money to say hi to a girl. You reduce all my brothers and sisters to buying and selling. When you check him out, that he's a PhD engineer. We reduce them to nothing, and we're here playing games. We are tired of this. We are tired of this. We want a nation where our people will live like a human being. We are tired. We are tired. We don't sleep at night. We don't sleep. We want more. We want more. We want more. Americans are here eating, drinking milk, eating Maradona, all one of my brothers. And they're suffering from depression. And we left my people in abject poverty. Left them with blood everywhere, dead body everywhere, dirty everywhere. And the UN is having their annual meeting. The UN is having an annual meeting. I met a lady yesterday. She said she spent $23,000. Sonia did 93 years old. She spent $23,000 to fix my teeth. All I can think, my people are dying. Sonia did 93 is spending $23,000 on their teeth. My people just need $3,000. They can't even get it. Banami Sonia did 93. That's me say good now, quantum. In 93, you're about to die. They keep stealing our resources and leave us in abject poverty. And go everywhere. People will not think through stuff. You will not educate yourself. Because they have reduced you to monkey and baboons, you're jumping from one tree to another. And while we are wasting time, our people are dying. Any day Biafra is not declared, our people will die. Can you imagine being somewhere in a dungeon and nobody knows day nor day? Can you imagine and you don't know when it's going to end? We need to stop the games. We need to stop the games. We have to stop the games. We can no longer sacrifice our children. We can no longer sacrifice our children.
No.
Mothers, wake up. Sisters, wake up. If a snake can decide who releases a sperm into them, or decide when you brain. Even no. I was watching a bird. This bird will allow she will invite 4 different birds to come and check her out. After they check her out, she will ask them to clean out her feathers. She will decide which one she's going to use. She will send them to go and fetch things to build nests. Afterward, do you know this bird will go and inspect all these nests? And she will jump in it and shake it and all kinds of stuff. When she finish, she will decide to let the bird that did the best job to mount her. She will now go and fly to that bird, lower herself, that one will mount her. No. When we go to Chineke and send signals on how to get our lives in order. But we choose not to do so. My sister continued.
So it's so sad that animals have common sense. But human beings made in the image of God do not have common sense. Is that terrible? Is that not terrible? Animals, female animals have common sense. My sisters, the ball is in our court. Female animals have common sense. We made in the image of Tipo Kikabiama. Are we the ones that will not have common sense? We are telling you people that restoring Biafra, we take what you do every day. You just continue to do your own part. That thing you do, like Matthew will say, that your action will take us closer to Biafra. Because Biafra is for Biafrans. You're not going to name Biafra Mazoyendi. If Biafra is going to be Biafra, why are you not watching my brother as if he's playing the football and you're watching him and clapping for him? Yes, Ojebi is in UN, we clap. Ojebi is in EU, we clap. What are you doing to support and complement what Ojebi is doing? And our problem is that we trust these white people too much. You trust them. People that speak with both sides of their mouth, you're waiting for them to go and do something for you. Today they will say yes. Even the missionaries the Bible they brought. Their own brothers and sisters came in to come and take the resources, and they could not even protect us. They could not even offer us security with the gospel they brought. They could not even turn around and tell their brothers, no, don't do this thing. You're stealing from these people we are trying to combat. They couldn't protect us. Who do you now trust? Hey, if you cannot trust somebody holding Bible, if you cannot trust somebody that says he's spreading the gospel of Chukwuka to you, if you can't trust him, who do you want to trust? This job is for you and I. My sister mentioned something about business. Make me remember where Ojuku came from. I don't know if Ojuku called them and get them this secret. I don't know what happened to Nnewi. Do you know that Nnewi, every Nnewi man that has a company has headquarters in Nnewi? Yeah, in Nnewi, they turned in Nnewi to West African market. Do you know that other neighboring countries, other neighboring African countries go to Nnewi to buy things? Do you know that Nnewi in Anambra State, that when they import something, they don't open that container until it gets to Nnewi? Everything they will bring through Lagos will get to Nnewi. And then, if you want to buy, you should come from Lagos and buy it and take it back to Lagos. That's what our brothers at Nnewi were able to do. What is stopping the rest of Biafrans? Imagine if our brothers wasting away in South Africa, we went up together and go to one part of Biafra and build a mall. Call it anything you want. You want to call it Biafra Mall. You want to call it Zulu Mall. Anything you want. You build it. And you come together in one. Bring in your product. Let me see that bagger. Let me see the bagger planning that will stand on your way. That will not be wasted instantly. It's our collective zeal that these enemies are dealing with. The enemy is not strong. My brothers and sisters, the enemy is not strong. Whether white, whether black, whether Fulani, they are all vagabonds. They are not children of Chukwuka Biama. You are the child of Chukwuka Biama, made in the image of Chukwuka Biama. The only problem is that you are not aware. The only problem that you are not aware of the power that resides in you to stand up and collect it. It has to be collective. Because Chukwuka Biama, the essence of giving us Biafra is for us to work together. We can't work like Sudan people. We can't get Biafra and start fighting inside it. That will not happen. So you and I are still delaying Biafra because we have refused to come together. We must come together. There's nothing. Whatever you're doing, we must look at Biafra as our only goal. Like we said, not Biafra inside Nigeria, not restructuring of Nigeria. That's not our goal. Our goal is to have kingdom of Chukwuka Biafra called Biafra, standing alone, standing as a sovereign state, so that we can worship our God freely without hindrance. And for us to do that, we have to think together like brothers and sisters. No matter what you're doing, I told somebody, if you are preparing AK-47, another person is preparing bazooka, another person is preparing a machete, another person is preparing Obunebe. They are all weapons to destroy the enemy. Use it and face the enemy. Don't use it on your sister or your brother. Use it and face the enemy. Get the enemy down, then we get our nation. It's as simple as that. Common sense. Thank you very much, my sister.
Thank you, Mwachineke. Thank you, Mwachineke. I just didn't want to be too emotional. It's just that it aches my heart. We mothers do not sleep at night. All we do day and night is to think about what is it more to ensure this restoration project. Any day that people do not recognize that nation called Biafra, it will cause one more of my brother and sister to die. And I cannot stand it. I'm not waiting for millions to die for me to be emotional. That one soul, because it could be one soul that could have maybe found a cure for this HIV and Ethiopia. It could have that be one soul that will find solutions to what issues that we have right now. But we let them go to waste because we are playing games. It's all about who I can be and what I can be and what I can gain. And that is one thing that draws us backwards. When we don't think about, you know, when a video somebody sent, a very nice video, it talks about having a vision and ambition. When we have a vision, when you have a vision about helping other people. Vision is never about you. Vision is always bigger than you and what you can do for some people. And some people have this ambition of, oh, mecha coordinator in the US, I'll be the governor of Abia State. Or they're using it to flex to their friends that kick them out of association. Okay, Makwanyan will look at where I am. And we're talking about the lives of our people while you're boosting your ego. The lives of our people, when you come in and you mention names here and there, at the end of the day, you're not working towards that goal. You're still going back and forth with your words. Biafra to you become Onyezu. And any day, we are all hiding here in America, lock up, very safe, be in a nice neighborhood. But any day you think you're here, you don't know what is coming. We have to open up our hearts to work this towards this restoration project that it may not be about us because you're comfortable in America, but it's our brothers and sisters that is wearing a graduation Amazmaha Indiana College. What is your name? Sister, will you help me out? Sister Augusta.
Matriculation.
Oh, matriculation. Can you have school na zoo na college?
Graduation.
Oh, graduation. Then can I go to help the country? Must be Hannah boy.
Oh, NYC.
Youth coppers. There you go. Youth coppers. I saw a brother wearing his youth coppers outfit. You know. So these are the things that we witness. And then we're having our children here. My daughter just finished college. She's doing her master's. Somebody is even already looking forward to offering her a job. And I want to think, oh, God has blessed me. I'm doing good. But my brother is wearing his youth copper outfit to sell akara. Mlechaya on Facebook. I'll say, oh, God help them, you know. Oh, sorry, people. And then I'll go to sleep and continue life. No, I'm not like that. It will not work for me. With that thing that my daughter has here, for her to be selling well, I want that for my brother in Biafra land. So the 10 on honor. Stop playing games. Stop playing games with the lives of our people. Our resources. They are the same people that will put tire on my brother's head and burn them alive. But you have not provided them the resources. Are we talking about the wickedness of the people? Are we talking about the wickedness of the people? When they have the opportunity to offer grace, they will use a tire and gasoline. And we want Biafra to come. We have so many people stopping this Biafra restoration. If you don't stop it by then on Facebook, you stop it by Asrekoro. You stop it by your sheer wickedness. Bouncing ground. We have to make this right. I would rather do something, regret than not do something and hide somewhere. The people will not allow me to regret because someone will be more that I'm doing this because of the grace he has extended to me. We have to do the right thing. Let it begin with you and me today. Because yeah, when I clean this toilet, because this has turned into toilet, latrine. If we clean out this latrine, we'll begin to make progress. We'll begin to make progress. Do not hesitate to offer grace when God gives you the chance. Do not hesitate to call your brothers and sisters to get more perspective if you're not sure. Our enemies here are only Britain and the Fulanese. Nobody else. Nobody else. People are selling us out because, yes, our brothers and sisters, you can call in. You can call in. Some people just texted me. Yes, call in, please. Our number is +1 281-643-7283 +7 774. I can't even see anymore. +1 774 338 094. To the number is on our Facebook account. Please, you can reach us via Messenger. The information is there. Munachi Justice Opala. And our Skype Biafran Women Show. So we've made it easier for you to call in. You can comment. We have our Sister Augusta and Sister Ukwi. Everybody's replying while we are talking. So we want to make this a communal event. So, brother, your name and where you're calling from.
Okay. Charugo.
Watching
Good evening from here, my beloved sister. My regards to Equidia.
Yes.
Ibu Biafra land and Faith is there. And Antonia, I respect all of you, I honor all of you, and I will continue to appreciate all of you. My beloved sister, so mother, Biafra land. My name is Siriman okay for one from Makaracha,
Yes.
You people are talking and you continue to talk. You continue to talk. Continue to educate your people because their foolishness, their stupidity is too much. It's coming out of hand. It's getting out of hand. I don't know where to start, my sister. I just don't really know where. Look at this. Is the same Obiana. He's employing Yorubas into his office while our people are there dying. And by peradventure, if they want to give any woman, they are not giving any assistance. So the only assistance they can give to any of them is to take them to bed. And that is why, like what you're rightly saying now, how many of them tested positive? And after which, are they ready to listen to them? Is there any facilities for them?
No.
This is my sister. And our people are there. And here in diaspora, it's weekend today. You can see one idiot, one stupid idiot. He will take a woman, spend 200 euro today, go to hotel, go to club, buy a Japan, what they call it, anything, and why his people are dying. His land is under siege.
Hey.
His village is under siege. You see the video making around since 2 days ago in Enugu and the same Enugu. These people are doing anything they can do, my sister, to capture Enugu, Makageni, because they are pandering. Look at our Enugu, what is happening in Anambra, and Obiano is coming there. And when you talk, they say I'm accusing of no. If my cursing you will make you to wake up for your stupidity, let it be. If my being funny will bring Biafra to the let it come. And we are spending our resources, we are crying. I don't want to say much, but those of them in America, let them work. I will continue to say it. They must have to wake up.
Yes.
My sister, I said about they're going to just watch defense levy. Everything was open. What does that tell you? But some boys who are doing farming here in Europe, in Italy, and Spain, now they are paying that defense levy, 400, 350. Then those our beloved brothers, all of them have diploma. On the hand of their suit, on the office, then you forget where you're coming from. At the end of the day, let us remove pride and get our state, our country. We have to go in Europe or whatever, they don't know you. You will see somebody in that to America, next door, ever here on every broadcaster. Maybe the next person, the next floor, and next right there, a billionaire, he has companies. You get a man away, but in my own pride, why they are allowing all this nonsense to happen? Because they use it as a testing ground, and I continue to say it. These people, Americans have their final bus stop at the end of the politics, and politics. Local government area. And at the end of the day,
yes. And I saw how also can I back here.
My senior brother, I can anybody. He was doing well in America, Maryland. He has his Destiny Motors, Mandela Motors. Today, what happened? How many of them will I say from Omaka? They're not hearing my name. Am I hidden? Tell my God, here. How many of them on a year now? I have called, I have met calls, time I control chatting. Let us help this our brothers in Biafra land. Collectively or individually, 10 people can come together, establish 1 or 2 persons. Before 1 year, they bring another person. You understand?
Yes.
This is how to grow. And these boys are there paying their due, doing everything. And some people are living under crisis. What is going in Biafra land? I'm not about to video. So the okay, for this Biafra. At the end of the day, if we don't get it, many people will flow down, many people will go because there's no way river flow without falling down trees.
Yes.
Let them continue to do all this nonsense. Makachina Kebinegon and the Cal has made us to be fanatical. The way we let me tell you people, can I agree? One agree on the because some of the people who are more deadly than Yahoo and Dobia none of the Anayola. They don't want to see anything good. What they like is to delay this Biafra.
Yes.
They have them so as long as they are benefiting.
I
Then
get you.
I don't know, I want to see. I know how they put the worst fool I can ever think of. I don't want to have before me see Hola. I don't care who can damn me whatever because I know they can damn me terrorists like you people used to say. He can damn me Kapal. He can he call me whatever you name saboteur. I don't care, but I'll continue to say it until we start doing the needful.
Yes.
If provoking me will make me to understand, make me that provocation, I will like it. Can change it. Because I'm going to go canal for market and I'm going to room what outside in there, but I name my phone market and from there. Director, some of them, why? What are we learning? Are we not learning from our director?
Yes, my brother.
Things are getting bad every day by day. Look at the small guy yesterday. Open and one have it now. How every time you boy.
Oh, there
And
you
the
go.
next day, Ghana, you know what people now?
The worst part, and then one claim on Hana Biafra. A lot of them they don't even follow what's going on back home, but Hana coordinator. They don't know that our sisters and brothers are being raped every day and being killed every day. They don't even know what people are lamenting on the radio. My brother, God will help us.
My sister has to go, but I don't listen to Radio Biafra.
No, they don't listen. They don't listen. They are waiting to be governor of Abia State.
My sister, open the work for this. I want to change this commandant. How many people had it very, very stupid. And we hear Yamakata, Ubukata, Yamata, and Pukari in the name of commandant control. Then I want somebody who a good idea. When I do, Kehega, her side, or I want to saboteur. All the two curious, but at the end of the day, let us pray that this Biafra come to them, confirm what you're not to take this every one. You have like a mechanic,
yes.
But some people are actually,
Yes.
you are there, shout all tomorrow had better be anything. I don't care about that. But as long as I'm in the right, I will continue to talk.
He said, Osbonjan.
But to walk up my people, you know, mother, you people are there, that Biafra. Hey, go on, I'm not going to
Yes.
Let me tell you, anybody get me a cause because you people are what that Biafra. On good on go aja wofu take sand, you descend sand every all over the world. On woman actually could be one.
Thank you, Wachinege. Thank you. Thank you.
My sister.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you. That's funny.
Okay, foreign because my name is Augusta Antonia.
We have a caller. We have a caller. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling here from Florida.
Oh, Toto, I'm on what you like.
So I think I'm all to call and contribute. I just love this topic that I couldn't afford to just not calling, you know. So I just heard what one of, I believe the last caller said, talking about those in America. Well, let me be honest with all. It's really not about us in diaspora. Those of us in Biafra land, are they even ready for this freedom? Because October 1st, I was expecting to see those of us in Biafra land doing something different to just show that they are not part of that Nigeria. You know, it's easy to blame Nigeria, call names and all that. But what are we actually doing ourselves? Especially those in Biafra land. There's something they could be doing. It's not just about money. What are they actually doing? They could have used October 1st to to do cleaning up their environment. You know, it's just a nice thought to see them just going about their businesses, you know, circumventing, piles of and heaps of rubbish, you know, all over the place, close to their home, their hotels, their business places. What are they actually doing? Are they ready? It's not about money. It's not about resources. It's about the land. Is the land ready? I know the land is ready, but the people in it, are they ready? Are they ready to welcome freedom? Are they ready to be independent? Are they ready for psychological freedom? Are they ready? But they are busy there celebrating, doing all kinds of, nonsense. Title, chief this, chief that, Nollywood, whatever nonsense, big brother, stupid, nonsense. What are we doing? Are they ready? Are they ready? I just see that they are not. Because 1st October, they would have been out there cleaning up, showing that, hey, this is what we want. Hey, Nigerians, you're not doing it for us, but we can do it ourselves. And also, what you said, Sister Mona, about all these politicians and children, what they're doing, to be honest to you, are 100% correct. That's even one of the reasons why I wanted to call in. These children are, they are here, just damaging our, the Biafra name. Even our children here, the children we born here, they thought this is how, that's how, people from Biafra land, that's just the way they are. Spoiled and, rotten. My own son, he went to school. The school he went to, it was a private university. He was shocked to his bones. Telling me, Mommy, you don't even know these children from. I'm like, okay, son, listen, not all of them. There are some that are, from good families. But it's all about these stupid, corrupt politicians' children that are here doing all kinds of foolishness. Okay? Prostitution all over the place. Spreading their legs and put at the ground. Okay? So yes, you are 100% correct. And let me tell you, they are not even putting their children in public schools. It's in private schools. Do you know how many thousands they are paying for tuition? Whose money? Whose money? Okay? And the same stupid people will be invited here, and they will be all, glorifying them for what? What are we doing? Okay? The most important thing I wanted to see, Biafras in Biafra land doing something, showing that they are ready. They are equal to the task. Okay? Start cleaning up your environment. Start, looking into education. It's not just about coming out and rallying and, singing I don't know what. Yes, it's good to do all that. But at the same time, they need to mobilize and start cleaning up. Okay? Cleaning up your environment is a nice song. What you want other, international communities to be looking, you're videoing, you're posting it, and they're seeing all the rubbish and, the muddy roads, and what are you doing about it? They have to come in, especially this America. America will come in once they see that physical improvement. If they don't see it, trust me, they're not coming anywhere.
Thank you.
People talking about slavery. Africans, they enslaved themselves. And that was what gave Europeans and Britons that opportunity to now start, trading human beings as slaves because Africans allowed it. Asians are, they didn't give them that opportunity. So Asians could enslave themselves, but they didn't give them opportunity to do the trading. Okay? So let's stop pointing fingers. Let's start, pointing bad fingers back to ourselves. What we can do, let's start doing it. So I thank you guys, my sister. I want to give all that opportunity to speak. I appreciate you all. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Wachineke. Thank you so much. We understand the frustration. And that's what we're saying. Our people has been marinated in evilness. They have marinated in all kinds of stuff. We talked about the Nigerian slavery, brain damage, I'm sorry. And then we talked about Biafran war brain damage. And now we're talking about this restoration project brain damage, where people think it's one thing all in one. They don't know that this thing is like a puzzle that needs to be put together so that the puzzle will be complete. So doing fighting for restoration project, doing all those things is so good, but at the same time, are you doing, and that's what we keep talking about, self-assessment, are you doing what you're supposed to do yourself? You know, are we living in a place, my sister Augusta said that cleanliness is to godliness. How in the world, the kind of dirt I know before, we have never seen it before, government or no government. I thought that we used to open up land somewhere, and now we got trash now born. Are we recycling things? Even here in America, woman a picky trash. Do you know I have my own cup? I refuse to drink in any cup. What are you doing in your neck of the wood to make sure that this thing works? When you take care of your land will take care of you. We are not doing all of those. My sister asked you a question. Imagine if only our forefathers who heap up trash everywhere. Would you ask whoever that brought you here to take you back? It must begin. We must begin somewhere. We must get it right. And let it begin with every one of us today. And somebody was calling from Biafra land. Please call in. We cannot take another call because you're calling the same line when somebody else is on the line. Unless if you're calling our other phone number, then we can take it and have you on hold. But when another person is talking, give them time to finish. We're about to end the show anyway. Give them time to finish and then call in afterwards. So let it begin with us. Don't go and build your big house and put a fence in it and lock yourself up and your environment is a mess. Eh? I remember when we were growing up, we used to have this weekly or monthly cleanup. People will clean up everywhere. They will burn things up that they're not using. They will do kubas on your pure water. Fiam, you have to put one side. You know, one village one that I went to when I went home, every land in Eban was mixed with plastic from pure water. What are we doing to ourselves? In the Britain, less than an animal, then we reduce ourselves to less than an animal. Please, let's guard our hearts. Let's clean out this toilet they have put in our hearts, in our soul. This thing that they have done to us so long, that is hard for us to be to counter it. We just have to be strategic and intentional about it. And Chukwu Okike Abiama will do the rest. I for sure will give a testimony of what Chukwu Okike Abiama has done for me, since I'm intentional and strategic about asking him that I want to do more for this restoration project. Just even waking up at night to go and use restroom, he will drop something in my heart. He said, go and do this. Go and call this person. Go and text this person. All he's looking is for is that sincerity. Not for you to become the next Nandi. No. He's saying, God, where can I serve my people? Can I not serve all my people? Give me the gifts and talent to do so. And then use those talents and not to bury it. Then you bury it, you're waiting for Onyendu to ask you to use it. If you can sing, you sing. If you can dance, you dance. You can print water and put Biafran water on it. Go for it. We need this nonsense to stop. We need our boys and sisters to stop being the prostitute of the world. We need our brothers to stop being the people. Name as they get on Europe. With him, you don't know that you're this thing all a whole, or no more all a whole. Have mercy on us. In order to survive. Some of them Kenya ha euro. Now 21st century, that's all we can offer our people. When Chineke has given us this, put us in strategic place, sent us in America to America 30, 40 years ago to strategically place us for a time like this. And you reduce zone one, I go chop your money. I will go na club on a party. Please, my people, ana m ayozu na ayoyo. Ikpere ala, nhugi n'ụzọ, it's not mbore gi ikpere that you will get it right. I will get on my knees so that we can get it right. So, Mundem, please, your final statement so we can close. Sister Augusta, mute yourself.
Yes. Thank you, Sister Muna. And thank you, dear friends all over the world, for listening today. As we said, we have to clean our hearts. We have to clean ourselves spiritually so that the physical cleanliness would show. It would vibrate. It would lighten the life of the next person beside us and even the person in front of us. It's very imperative that we do that. If we don't do that, we'll be beating the same horse. And once we continue to beat that horse, remember, all horses are very stubborn. They don't move. So we need to do things differently. You know, no matter how we're doing it before, we all need to bring our acts together and put it on the table. The time is now. We don't have to wait for anybody. We don't have to wait for anybody. The time is now. And as one sister said, she said that people in the last caller actually, that people in Biafra land are not doing much. I want to say they are doing so much. It's people in diaspora that are not doing anything, especially in the United States. They are sitting down, crossing their legs, and waiting for order to come. But people in Biafra land are doing so much. They are doing so much. Onyega has told us that America will get us Biafra. So we are using this opportunity to tell everybody to wake up. If you're an American here living in the United States, if you're a Biafran here living in the United States, get into the next IPOB unit and start doing the needful. Start looking for your people, your family members everywhere, and start doing the needful. It's very imperative that we do that. Because if we don't, we'll continue to say the same thing today, tomorrow, and forever. And we are not supposed to do that because God has created us and given us our Akunuche. God gave that to us. He gave it to us for free. So why should we have to go through so much pain to start looking for what God has already endowed us with? We are blessed beyond our imagination. It's time for us to start doing the needful. Thank you very much, sisters. Thank you, Sister Muna.
Thank you, Sister Augusta. Sister, please, your closing statement.
Thank you so much, Sister Mona. Thank you, Sister Augusta. Thank you, listeners. We appreciate you coming today for us to interact. You see, we're just here to rub our minds together. We're not saying that we know all, but we know that when we come together and reason together, we will bring out even more strategies in what we're doing that will help us. So just a little correction. People in Biafra land, of course, are doing great. What our sister was actually referring to was that apart from the protest, clean your environment. So let Biafra restoration begin from me. It has to be holistic. You won't be Biafra in the morning, zoo in the night. If anywhere you are as a Biafran, let that kingdom of God begin to emanate from you. The way you keep your surrounding, the way you treat your husband, the way you treat your wife, the way you treat your children. Biafra
and your mates.
And your mates, exactly. Your entire household, your parents, everyone. Biafra, when people say Biafra is a religion, that's what it really means. That you are living Biafra. At work, you're Biafra. Anywhere you are. So everything is that restoration. Your spiritual life has to be restored. Your environment has to be restored. The way you cook has to be restored too, because we have told our people to boycott Epinama, boycott Fulani's products. These are all part of the restoration project. So anything you can do, please do it for Biafra. Do it in the name of Biafra. If you have a business, please name your business Biafra. Please, in the name of Biafra, do everything you do. And I'm telling you, no, the world cannot hold us down. The world cannot stop us. Thank you so much. And may Chukwu continue to bless you all.
Thank you, Muchnekenna. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you guys so much. We are in this together. And as long as we are being strategic and intentional with our actions, we will get to our final destination. So we are calling on lovers of freedom, defenders of equity and liberty to stand and be counted. Boycott all things against our freedom, Hausa Fulani goods and services, especially, they are sleeping with their animals, so we know not to even go there. Boycott every celebrities or every zoo man that is not using their gift and their talent to help this restoration project. Look at your neck of the wood and figure out what you can do for Biafra restoration and start from there. Stop waiting for an order. Start from there. Start from your neck of the wood to bring this Biafra to fruition. We are challenging everyone to market Biafra to the world. Market Biafra anywhere you can go. If you're eating, find you a spoon that you can design with Biafra on it. So that you'll be eating with Biafran spoon. Turn everything that you do to become Biafra. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you all next week.